What is up, my fellow gamers? In today's video, we are going over some of the brand new heroes in Season 2 of Dragonheir, specifically the new damage type Burn. Like and sub for more amazing gaming content. So this is by far my favorite new damage type in this game. We're going to go over the heroes, we're going to do some battles, but first I'm going to do a preview of all the exciting things that have been brought into Dragonheir for Season 2. Dragonheir Silent Gods, a season-based game, will officially launch Season 2, Fall of Increscent, on December 15th. Click the link down below in the description box to start your journey. Brand new season, span new game. In Season 2, you're going to be developing your dream team of heroes to conquer the sea. With this brand new season, we get new elemental affinity combinations, fire and necrosis, ice and radiant, along with lightning and poison. 3 brand new, never before seen damage types: Burn, Ice Blast, and Thunderbolt. Season 2 delivers 30 brand new heroes, ranging from brand new rare heroes along with the sought after legendary heroes as well. Season 2 introduces a whole brand new kinsfolk, the Merfolk. You're also going to be experiencing brand new dungeon bosses along with new equipment and artifacts. The game has undergone some new optimizations to increase your overall enjoyment and experience in Dragonheir, with smoother early gameplay, faster character growth, along with seasonal benefits such as the Season 1 reward shop, some brand new summoning banners that feature all of the new Season 2 heroes. Dragonheir is available on tons of platforms including Mac, Windows, Steam, the Epic Game Store, and compatible with mobile devices such as Android and iOS. In Season 2, you're going to be exploring the ocean sea with tons of mystery and new puzzle gameplay. Explore the mysterious islands of Ethercan, a brand new sandbox experience for Season 2. On your voyage, you're also going to be doing battles under sea. Dragonheir Silent Gods will be collaborating more with Dungeons & Dragons to bring you D&D exclusive characters in future seasonal content. All right, here we go. For Season 2, our new burn damage type, we have 3 new epic heroes, 2 rares, and 3 legendaries. Now, by far, you do not really need the legendaries. In fact, I'm going to show you an all 5-man team of just the 3 epics and the 2 rares in action, and they absolutely dominate. Specifically this guy right here. This is my MVP. This is one of my new favorite heroes for Season 2. He is a rare and does insane amount of damage. So the first one we have is the Loyal Guard. This is Erases, I think is how you say. He has a captain ability, really strong one, where we get crit damage increase in all battles. For his skills are like okay, but I feel like he doesn't quite fit with some of the other characters in this burn type, and that is specifically because his ultimate ability right here, he deals fire damage, but if the targets are under burn, he dispels all the burn from them, and then every stack that's dispelled, he just deals additional fire damage. Now the problem with this is once he goes ahead and removes all of the burn effects on the enemies, a lot of our other heroes in this burn team really miss out because a lot of their specific like passive skills and stuff have to do with doing extra damage or doing some kind of special effect when the enemy has the burn effect on them. So he removes it, and a lot of these other ones go ahead and put it on there and then deal extra damage. His passive ability, he goes ahead and he deals damage to an enemy with a basic attack with a chance of inflicting a stack of burn. And then we also have the ability to gain a shield, his battle skill, and then he deals fire damage. Now he isn't really like a tank. I tried to use him as a tank and he just gets destroyed too fast. So unfortunately, like if you're using this guy with your burn build, you really need a dedicated tank. He's more of like a melee damage dealer. He just doesn't have enough defensive stats or enough tankiness to really survive and take all of the attacks. The next epic hero we have is the Swindler. This is another one that I can't pronounce, but this is a bomber guy, and it's kind of like the upgraded version of this one. If you take a look, this is the rare version, and he has these little Molotov cocktails, and then we got the epic version. He's got a whole bag full of these explosives that he's going to go ahead and throw. Passive ability: when the hero and summon units deal damage to enemies inflicted with burn, 50% chance of triggering blast once. So the blast is just going to go ahead and deal AoE damage. Now, what I love about this guy right here is the fact that he has this special ability, this ultimate ability, where he summons a self-made turret and you can put it anywhere on the map. The only problem is it only attacks in that straight line. You'll see in the grid, that straight line right there, that is the attack line for that turret, but you can put the turret anywhere. So what I've been doing is I've been putting the turret on like the back line, so that way I can constantly wreak havoc on the enemy's back line if they have like a really strong front line, like a really strong tank, and maybe I'm struggling to hit like their supports or their ranged damage dealers. Battle skill deals fire damage, 75% chance of inflicting 1 stack of burn. So pretty much all of these heroes have some type of way to put the burn effect on enemies, and then they also have abilities where they're going to deal additional damage or something if they have that stack. This captain ability right here, this is the Necromancer Lyle. He has, this is another epic. He has an increase all allies accuracy. Passive ability: for each enemy inflicted with burn, he gains a stack of 5% attack ups, can stack up to 10 times. So you'll see this guy really wants to have a lot of enemies with that burn effect on them to get that extra damage. Battle skill: we cast a fireball which bounces up to 5 enemies, deals fire damage with a chance of inflicting burn. Now, I would say that the burn team is probably one of the new best ones for the Goblin Lair, and we're actually going to do some Goblin Lair runs in a second, but they just do tons of AoE damage and they hit really hard. And then his ultimate ability deals fire damage, you'll see in that square, and then triggers blast on enemies inflicted with burn. Now this guy, this is my MVP right here, the Demolitionist guy. Every 6 basic attack, 100% chance they just get a stack of burn put on them. Battle skill: select an enemy, throws an incendiary at them, deals fire damage with a chance to put burn. But this ultimate ability is so amazing. He goes ahead and he just starts throwing Molotov cocktails like crazy. 5 of them. He strikes enemies 5 times, deals fire damage, 30% chance of inflicting 1 stack of burn on them for 10 seconds. That's every single time he throws one. That's 5 chances to put the burn effect on. If even 3 out of the 5 trigger, you see the enemy's HP bar just go do flying down. I love this guy. We'll see him in action in a second. And then we have our other rare one right here. This is the Crimson Robe, and he also has a captain ability: increase all allies attacked by a percentage in City of Trials battles. We got this passive where we deal 30% more damage to enemies with burn. We have strike the enemy 3 times, each dealing fire damage with a chance to put burn. And then we have our ultimate ability, which grants an attack up to all burn allies. So we have a full burn team, so everyone's getting that attack up, and then attacks and deals fire damage to enemies. This is more of a supportive character where he's going to go ahead and buff everyone else in the team. As far as the legendaries go, the legendaries are super strong, and I'm going to do a whole nother video where I go over the legendaries, because really the legendaries can be kind of tough to get. Not everyone's going to always have access to the legendaries, but I think the epics and the rares are definitely should be accessible too, even if you're free to play and don't spend any money, where the legendaries can be a bit tougher to get. So let's go ahead and let's jump into our first battle. I have all of the heroes at level 25 with one at level 30, so it's pretty fairly close in level because I wanted to keep it more realistic and not have it super overblown to where it's just kind of like you're dominating because you're at level 100 and they're at the lower level. And also they all have very basic gear on as well. I like no gear sets. It's just the regular normal gear, and it's just giving them a little bit of extra attack or HP or crit damage, crit rate of like 1 or 2%. Very small amount. So here we go. This is it. Now I want you to pay close attention to this one right here, because this is the rare guy who does insane amounts of damage when his ultimate triggers. In fact, I'm going to put him off to the side just so he's kind of like more noticeable when he goes and does his stuff. So let's put it on this and all right, so here we go. Battle start. I have it on auto. We're going to do 1 times. Now this is the character I really want you to pay attention to. Once his ultimate is charged, watch how much burn damage he starts to do. See what I mean? This guy, he's really not tanky. If you use him as a tank, he just gets absolutely demolished. So he's actually about to be destroyed right now. We also don't have any healer either. All right, so watch this. Here we go. He's gonna do it. Look at those bombs. I mean, look at that. That is so strong. He just goes ahead and he just starts throwing the bombs like crazy, does tons of AoE damage. Really amazing for the Goblin Lair. I would say this is probably the new best team, is the burn team for the Goblin Lair, to just get tons of experience points and level up your heroes really, really fast. There is the turret that the other character puts out. We can put that turret anywhere. And the best part about it is it also acts as kind of like a meat shield, right? Because it has its own health, so the enemies have to attack it too. So you can kind of put it in front of enemies and then they will target that, and it's kind of like another body on the floor. It's another tank, right? You could just kind of use it offensively or defensively. Go ahead, let's try this run again, but this time we're gonna remove this guy and we're gonna put a fire tank in there. This is, what's his name? Horus, for defense. We should do a lot better now, at least that we have a tank. That's the only downside to this burn build, is the fact that it just really lacks a tank and also like support. I have not messed around too much with the legendaries. The legendaries might fix that, but again, I want to keep the team more for epics and rares, and then we'll eventually kind of throw in like one legendary at a time, because I just don't want to have like it's super overpowered all legendaries, or like 2 or 3 legendaries in the team. I just want it to be a little bit more realistic for everyone's approach. So far, it looks pretty good. It looks a lot better now that we have a proper tank in the lineup, I would say, for sure. He's not necessarily really great for the Goblin Lair, but this is just kind of like for demonstration purposes, because we just want to really show off the burn damage. Look at all that burn AoE damage we can get from these new Season 2 heroes. Really, really strong. We'll be close if we even can complete this, unfortunately. This is not looking too good, but hopefully we can at least complete it. We got a couple more seconds, maybe 20 seconds left to clear this wave. All right, we did it. So there you go. You definitely need some kind of frontliner with this burn team, but overall you see that they do tons and tons of AoE damage, and I didn't even have really good gear on them. Like I said, I just threw on some regular gear. They're all at 70. Some of their skills are leveled up. I'm trying to keep it a little bit toned down so that they're not like super overpowered and look unrealistic. Click the link down below in the description box and start your journey in Dragonheir Silent Gods. Brand new season, span new game.